Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing another episode on PowerWash. I guess we're going to do the WARHAMMER again. There's still a bit to do. Rogel Dorn Battle Tank. So that's what we're going to do. Sounds like fun. I got a headache. Perfect day for PowerWash. And I don't have much energy for anything else. So my Bella Boo had a great birthday. Yeah, unfortunately her dad did not come through with the VR that she wanted, which freaking so sad, but you know, it is what it is. Nothing I can do about it. Yeah, we'll just leave the thing here. Let's get to it. I don't read that stuff on the side because I don't know anything about this game. I'm not even gonna pretend to know what they're getting at. So you guys feel free to read it if you'd like. I'm just gonna wash this tank and chew your ears off. So that's what I do. Let's see. Oh, getting in them cracks is hard, ain't it? It's so hard to get in the cracks. But anyways, yeah, he didn't come through on the VR for her. He ended up, I think he took her to Walmart and bought her like 10 little teddy bear things or something. I don't know. I don't even know what they are. They're like little teddy bears. They're not squishmallows. Not sure. But they, you know, she got to see him. Got to see her little stepbrother. That was nice. And I am not going to complain because that's what she really needed, was to see them more than she needs the gifts. Mommy does her best to make sure she gets nice things. And maybe not the expensive VRs and stuff that she wants, but she still gets pretty cool things and things that she needs. So, yeah. Unfortunately, her little tent for her bed, because of her night terrors, she gets really, really scared at night. So for her birthday, I had saved up to buy her the tent that goes over her little bed. It kind of helps to make them feel more secure inside there. And with the autism and stuff, it's just safer. It's just safer all around. You know, you can keep them in there. A lot of autistic kids, they tend to run. They'll get up in the middle of the night and go do things, and you can actually zip her in the tent and she stays in there, and it's got net on the side where mommy can be right there to look at her. And yes, she sleeps in the bedroom. I don't leave her in her own bedroom right now because she's scared. She has night terrors. She wakes up in the middle of the night screaming, broke out in a sweat. I'm not going to leave her in her bedroom all alone. I won't do that. So, she's got one side that's got net, and she can look over and see mommy, and mama can see her. And I can rest better knowing that she's in her little bed. She's safe and secure. She can't get out to go roaming. And I'm right there. All she's got to do is holler, and I'm right there. It's going to have little string lights inside it. And, you know, just like a little calming area for her. But anyways, I ordered it to come in for her birthday. And that flipping thing still hasn't come in. I had to call Amazon last night, and the dude was like, I just want to tell you I'm super sorry for your inconvenience. We can give you a refund, or we can reorder your items. We value you as a Prime member. And I'm like, you know what? feel like you should do that to anybody. You either give them a refund or you know, reorder the items. So anyways, I told him, I said, well, she wants it. I ordered it, so obviously I want it. So just reorder the freaking thing and get it here this time. So he reordered it. It's supposed to be here Friday. Today is Sunday, so yeah, unfortunately, she's got to wait even longer. But I also bought her a human dog bed. Oh my gosh. So it is just like the dog beds that you buy for a dog, right? But it's for a human and a dog to like snuggle in. And she has her therapy dog, and they love to kind of just like snuggle and stuff. And so I thought, oh, that's perfect, because Bella will get up in the morning. As soon as she gets out of her bed, she'll get up and come out here and sit on the love seat, or lay on the love seat. And it's so tiny, there ain't room for her to stretch out, and I don't know. So I was like, oh my gosh, that's perfect. So I get this thing and I go to take it out of the box, and it's in this box probably about what you would well, I guess like a milk crate size, maybe a little bit bigger. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this thing's gonna be so tiny. She's not gonna fit. The dog's not gonna fit with her. And it was like $120 something, maybe 140. I'm like, oh no. So I open up the box, and it's in this plastic wrap, like shrink wrap. And I'm like, oh, well, maybe it'll expand out. And I had bought this gift bag to put it in, like a bicycle size gift bag, like you would put a bicycle in at Christmas or whatever. And so I take the knife and I gently cut this shrink wrap, and this freaking thing just starts expanding out. It like pops. And I'm doing it in the kitchen, and it like hits the little rolling island, and it kind of like sends it flying across the kitchen. And I'm like, what in the world? And this thing ends up taking up most of the room in between my sink and my stove. I have like an island where my sink is, and I have nowhere to stand. And this thing is huge. It's mammoth. And so I go get that little that little birthday bag, and I look at it, and I'm like, no flipping way. And I opened that thing up, and y'all, it wasn't for a bicycle, or if it was for a mountain bike or motorcycle, because this thing, you could have drove the car inside this bag. And I'm like, well, thank God, at least that, come out fine. But I'm telling you right now, this bed is about half the size of our car. It's about half the size of, well, I'd say about half the size of a Nissan Altima or Honda or something. It's pretty freaking big. It's pretty big. It's about the size of the back of my Denali, my SUV. The whole back of it. It's huge. So at least she got that on time for her birthday, and it's now it's in the living room, taking up like a lot of room. I laid in it yesterday, and I'm a full grown woman. I laid in it, and the dogs, and Bella, and we still had room. So that was a very good purchase. I'm so glad I got it, and she loves it, and she's happy with it. I didn't want to buy her a bunch of toys because I don't. She's 12, but she's really not 12. She's more like 7, something like that. And she will play with toys. She loves Hatchimals and she loves the little people, but she doesn't stay amused with them. She loves opening presents. She doesn't really play with them. So like Christmas, I went crazy. I spent way too much money. I bought her a crap ton of presents because I felt like I had to do extra because her daddy didn't have a lot. They were going through stuff, I guess, and so I was like, I'm gonna break the bank on this child. So I bought her so much stuff, and it was mostly all toys. And she opened them all. She opened everything, but there's still things that are in the box brand new that she's not even open to play with. So, I mean, she's very particular. And, you know, the ADHD, all that stuff, loses her attention very fast. And I don't know. It's like she loves Peppa Pig, the little Peppa Pig play sets. But she gets bored with it. So I bought her, being me, you know, bought her like 4 or 5 of those little play sets. And she hasn't even opened any of them. And then she said that she loved, oh, what is that? Gabby stuff. So I bought her a big Gabby boat, a Gabby house, and little Gabby play sets. And she opened some of it, and it's just sitting in our living room, just sitting over there. She still has a stack of Christmas presents that she's unwrapped, but she hasn't even opened the toys to play with them. So I was like, okay, for her birthday, I'm not buying her toys. I'm buying her things that she needs or just, you know, wants that she can use, and that she might actually get some use out of. So that's what I did. I know it's shameful. I shouldn't do that. It should be more about the kid, but I don't know. I don't feel quite so bad because she loves that little bed. She's gonna love the canopy bed if it ever gets here. It's not something exciting and great and grand. But I did get her a bubble machine that does the gazillion bubbles. It's a big tidal wave thing. It just spins around and around and just keeps blowing bubbles because she loves bubbles. So it wasn't all stuff like that. It's just so hard because I don't have a lot of money, and I don't want to waste money buying things she won't play with. She loves everything. She's a sweet child. Even if I got her a box of cow poop, she'd be happy. She'd say, "Thank you, Mommy." But actually using and playing with the stuff, she don't hardly do that. Now, if it's anything space related, she's all over it, of course, but... And, you know, like most autistic children love Legos, she loves them, but they don't hold her attention. And I think that's the ADHD stuff as well. They don't hold her attention. The little pieces are too hard for her to do. I tried to get the big ones, and she's just not interested, so... We're not there yet, I guess, with the Legos. I said logos. But I don't really have a lot I can buy her that she would get a lot of use out of. She had a thing for Hot Wheels, so for Christmas I bought her a big Hot Wheels track and packs of Hot Wheels cars, and they're unopened in the box, sitting in the living room. I don't never know what to get her. I'm not very good at stuff like that anyways. With her, she changes so much. It's like one day she's acts like a 5-year-old child, you know, wants to just watch bluey and stuff and sit around. And then the next day she wants to act like a little teenager and put on makeup and paint her nails and fix her hair. And these are like day after the next day, you know. And she's 12 years old, so I don't know. She's got a lot going on and she's hard to read, so I do the best I can. She doesn't really want for anything, so I think I'm doing okay. At least I say so. I hope so. I'm trying to do 2 jobs here, you know, mommy and daddy, and it's hard. It's really hard, and I'm very, very glad that he did make his way to see her yesterday, so don't think that I'm knocking him. I guess he does his best. I just wish it was a little more for her sake. I don't want her to feel like just because mommy and daddy ain't together that she's not his child anymore. I don't want her to feel like that. And it upsets me when she asks me the questions of, why don't daddy come see me? Don't daddy love me anymore? It's awful. Awful, awful. And especially a special needs child, it's hard to explain stuff to them. You know, they don't understand. They don't understand. He's got married and he's got 2 children, you know. And she's happy she's got a brother and sister, but, you know, why can't we all live together? Well, it doesn't work like that. I don't know. Bless her. But she did get to see him yesterday, so that's great. She didn't get to see him for Christmas. He lives in Paris, so, you know, well, I shouldn't even have said that. He lives far away from us. Not that far. We're talking just hours from us. So it's not like the country in France, you know. He doesn't live countries away. It's an estate. But yeah, there's really no excuse other than the fact that he does work a lot. He tries. When he's working, he works a lot, and you know, I don't know. I always make excuses. But me and him, we get along fine. His woman, we don't get along because she has physically kicked my daughter out of her house. Because she feels like when he has her, that he's given her more attention than he's giving his other children. And it's so stupid, y'all. It makes me so mad. She's a special needs child. She needs more attention than the other children sometimes. Especially in a different environment than her home. And that silly heifer wanted to throw a fit and told him to get her the F out of her house. That was the last time she was ever allowed to go to his house. So she goes to his mother's house when she goes and sees them. Well, then, so I let her go over there to his mom's house, her grandma. Well, her husband decided that Isabella had a night terror in the middle of the night, and her grandma made her a bed in the floor beside her big bed so she could lay there beside her, because she understood that Bella needs to be close to someone or she's going to get scared and have those nightmares and scream out. Well, I guess old dude was trying to sleep and Bella was being loud and crying, and being in the floor holding her hand up to her grandma wasn't good enough for Bella, especially laying in the floor looking underneath somebody's bed. Oh, y'all. Y'all. Oh. Anyways, so this man gets up and he beats my child with a belt. Yeah. Yeah. She don't go back there anymore either. I should have turned them in, but she's a good grandma. She's a good grandma. I understand how it is that sometimes you're brainwashed enough you don't stand up for what you know is right. And she let him beat her granddaughter with a belt, which he just popped her one time. It wasn't like he whap, whap, whap. You know, I grew up getting beat half to death with a flip-flop, so it ain't like he abused her. But he popped her fanny one time with a belt, and I know it's not a big deal with your stereotypical child. I'm all for that. But with an autistic child who has ADHD, oppositional defiant disorder, anxiety, just so much, borderline schizophrenia. She has so much going on, and you wanna punish her for something she can't control? That is complete and utter bullcrap. And so she's not allowed to go back there anymore. So they get a little angry with me and stuff. I let her go during the day. She just can't spend the night. And I think they know that if I ever hear of anything like that again, I will not hesitate to call the police. I won't. And even though it's not a big deal with her, she's legally disabled. That's abuse. That is abuse. I'm sorry, but it is. I'm all for spanking a child's butt if they need it. I'm all for it. But not a disabled child. Never. Now, there are moments when I know she's just being a pain in the butt, and I'll get on her. I will pop her fanny myself. Gently. I never make her cry. I never beat my child. But I'll reach out and I'll pop her fanny with my open hand, and she'll know that mommy's upset, and she stops. Because I don't do it when it's something that she can't control. When it's just a little bit of attitude that's just coming out of nowhere, she gets corrected. I'm not saying I'm not going to pop her fanny. I'll never say that. But 99% of the time, I don't. Because it's out of her control. She can't help it. That is why she's disabled. If she could control it, she wouldn't be freaking disabled. She'd have a normal little life. You don't beat a child for stuff they can't control out of their hands. That's the way my ex-husband wanted to do. He's like, beat it out of her. Half that stuff is made up just because they can't get the kids to control or under control. No, it's not made up. I see it. I see it in her. How many other 12-year-old little kids want to sit there and be held by mommy and curl up in a blanket and watch freaking kindergarten cartoons? None? Hardly any? That's stuff she can't control. That's what makes her the little person that she is. That ain't something to try to beat out of a child. It's bullcrap. And it's like there's some therapy for the autism, ABA therapy. Well, people are telling me that sometimes it's really harsh on them. I'll never do that to her. If I ever see any of that stuff going on, it's over. Nobody is going to treat my child badly. Ever. I put up with that crap with my ex-husband because I was married. And I was I was weak. I couldn't stand up for us. I put up with it. I stood in between him and her to keep him from beating her. I took the tongue lashings. I took all the mean mouth as much as I could from her, but you know what? It still damaged her. When we left, right before he actually left, he was like, I'll burn the house down with you and her in it. She's still, to this day, if somebody's burning trash or something, the neighbors, she's like, oh no, has he found us? Is he gonna burn us alive? But stuff like that, you don't realize how much it traumatizes, but it does. He hollered one day, he was like, I'm gonna beat the crap out of her or something. I'm like, you're not gonna touch her. He was like, what are you gonna do? I'm like, I'll call the police. He said, well, you know what? I'll have a good time beating the blank out of her before they get here. That stuff is still with her. It don't go away. I'm gonna tell you, that man, he's one that needs it beat out of him. I don't know what kind of damage got done to him when he was a child, but he's a bad one. And thank God we're out of that situation. I can't believe I put up with it for so long, but I did. I put up with it. I was like, oh, it'll get better. You know, he'll get used to it. He'll understand where she's coming from, what's going on. No. Sometimes you have to just call it quits. Sometimes you have to walk away. And we did. We walked away. Got out of that mess. I should have been a stronger person, and I wasn't. But that's okay, because we're good now, and that'll never happen. That'll never happen again. Oh my gosh, this thing's gonna take 100 forevers, isn't it? But, you know, me not having the strength or the smarts, whatever, to get out of that freaking situation sooner, it affected her so negatively that it takes a long time to come back from, and you don't realize that. You know, it's not just physical abuse. There's mental, there's verbal. And it's just as damaging sometimes. And I felt like I was strong enough to deal with it, you know? I didn't think about her listening to it. I never let him touch her. I thought I was doing a good thing, you know. I was like, oh, I'm sheltering her from it. She's fine. No, I wasn't. Because she sat there and listened. He kept calling her... God, I hate saying this word. He kept calling her a retard. And saying, do something with your retarded effing kid. And I'm like, she can't help the way she acts, or if she gets on your nerves, she can't help that. And I stopped him from beating on her, but she still heard all of that, and it stays. It sticks. Ugh, I don't know. But I am going to say, if anybody out there is going through anything like that, feel free to talk to me. You know, get out, reach out somehow to me. You can join the Discord. I'm in Discord. Send me a message in Discord or something. And sometimes it helps just to have somebody to talk to. I told my family, but I didn't tell them everything because I didn't want them to overreact. I didn't want to hear the griping. That's all I got from him, was bitching and moaning and complaining constantly. And if I told my family about it, that's all I would have got from them. But you know what? They would have straightened me out. They would have made sure that I realized the damage that I was doing. Yeah, I was keeping her physically safe from him, but I was still damaging her. So, yeah. Yeah, this has gotten really deep. I didn't mean for it to get this deep. Anyways, I think you guys can tell how much I love my daughter, so. Anyways, she had a good birthday. She got to see her daddy. She got to see her little brother. The little girl, she's too young, so she didn't get to come to visit her, so. Anyways, she's too little. She's like 4, I think. Besides that, I shouldn't be like that. His new girlfriend thing. Oh, shouldn't call her a thing. Oh my God, what is wrong with me? Anyway, she wouldn't let the little girl come down to see Bella anyways, I'm sure of it. But that's okay. You know, she got to see her little brother, and that's okay. That's good. It's better than nothing. Oh my goodness. There's so much. I feel like I'm missing all of it too. And I feel like I'm going slow because I'm just yapping way too much. See, it's way up in there. How am I supposed to get in there? Huh. Did I get it? Finally. Alright. So, anyways, I'm not gonna talk about that no more. That's depressing. I don't even want to think about it. I got out of that crap mess. And I don't want to think about it no more. It's just, if you're a good person, sometimes it's really, really easy to get taken advantage of. Don't be like that. Stand up for yourself. Nobody else is gonna do it if you don't do it for yourself. Should I turn it? Maybe. Goodness, I can't get in there. Alright, so you. Ugh. I have been watching The Walking Dead. Started it all over again because I don't think I've watched all of it. The first time around, I got to the part where Negan killed the crazy chick lady that liked to dress up like the dead people. And right after that, they took him to the town. And then they went to the beach village, the women or something. It started to get a little weird, and I had so much going on at home. It was hard to do anything, so I just didn't get to watch it all. And so now I'm watching it all over again. Now that I'm in such a good place, y'all. I'm great. Bella's great. We're wonderful. Peaceful. No arguing. The only arguing is like Bella arguing with the freaking dogs constantly. Ugh. And that's that's good. I can deal with that. It's a good place. We're in a good headset. We're in good everything. Good situation. She's doing great. She's thriving. She's getting love. It's wonderful. So there is hope. There's hope out there, guys. She's doing really freaking good. She's actually happy. There for a long time. She wouldn't even really smile much. She was kind of emotional, you know? And now she laughs a lot. She sings, and you can always tell because she loves music. That's her thing. And she will put on her little headset and she'll rock back and forth or pace back and forth, just jamming out and smiling. And that's a sign of a happy, content child. And I'm okay with that. I'm definitely okay with that. Alright, what do we need? Where are we? You flipping thing. Yes. How am I gonna get down there though? Got it. Okay, maybe just one little piece at a freaking time? That's awful. I must be missing something more. Oops. Where's the little steppity stool thing? Here it is. I don't know what it is. When I play this game, I want to just freaking yap everybody's ear off. Ugh. I have to tell everybody my whole life story. It's like good therapy sessions. That's terrible. Oh my gosh. I probably need to speak to a therapist after all the crap I've been through. And Bella Boo does, well, she did go to a therapist. Just to kind of help out with things. She's okay. Mostly with everything that had happened. For a long time, I think she actually hated me for what I made her go through. So, thank goodness that's over. She loves her mommy. But anyways, she loves the decorations that I do for the holidays, like for Christmas. I don't know if y'all are in the Discord or not, but we decorated, put up the inflatables and stuff. Halloween, I did this big, huge freaking spider web and a spider and all kinds of stuff out there, and she loves that. So I got some Easter stuff we got to put out and decorate the front yard. She got a big old trampoline from her Dre. And it's out there in the front yard, so I gotta try to figure out how to get my stuff angled around her trampoline where it can still be seen. I think we got an Easter bunny and a big old egg inflatables to put out there. They're about 6 foot tall. Got a few of the little flags, Easter flags that we can put out. And that's about it. I don't have a lot. I have a lot of stuff at my old house that I haven't even tried to get. Don't know if it's worth trying to get anything, honestly. We basically started over with a few bags and ran like little chickens. We ran away from home. And we ain't going back. So, yeah, the Easter thing, I don't even know what I'm gonna get her or what the Easter bunny's gonna get her. I don't know. No flipping clue. I gotta call that old Easter bunny and set up something. Give him some ideas of what she might want. And of course, I have no idea. I'm all out of decent ideas, and I halfway don't trust Amazon to get anything here on time. Next weekend we're going to Tunica because it's my sister's birthday, and all she wants to do on her birthday is go to the freaking casino. I'm like, do you understand how broke I am? Do you have any clue? But I take her every year for her birthday. Always have, and being everything the way it is this year, I need that sister time, I guess. May not want to go, but I need it. So we're doing it. I see something there that was lighting up, I guess. I thought, I don't know. So I think I can scrounge up a couple $100 or so to go have a good time. And I love the casino myself. I love going. So I should have some pretty decent comps from when I used to have money. Hopefully. I know we definitely gonna have a buffet or two comped. The room will be comped. So basically it's just gambling money, eating the rest of the time when there ain't no buffet comps. And it's, you know, freaking St. Patrick's Day weekend coming up. So they're gonna have green beer. It'll be fun. I need to... I love her, but I need to take a break. So Bella Boo's gonna go up to my mom and dad's I'm gonna stay with them for the weekend, and Mama's gonna get a little R&R. But I tell you what, even that just few hours that her dad had her yesterday, I worried so much. And of course, I was watching The Walking Dead and was right at the part where they lose Sophia. And I'm like, what kind of mama's not watching her kid? You know, who would just let her kid go like that? And how come they didn't all of them go run chasing her? And then I'm like, I hope he's watching her. He's never been a good one to watch her. He's more of a child himself. And he knows this. I can say this to his face. I'm not talking down. It's the truth. And so I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh my God, I hope he's watching her. Oh, I pray he's watching her. And so I try to call for like an hour and a half, and his phone is dead or it's turned off. I'm freaking the frick out. And they had taken her to a movie theater, and that's why his phone was off. Oh, not me. I'm like, oh my gosh. They left her out in the woods like Sophia. So I'm going to be an awful wreck when I leave her to go to Tunica. Because this is going to be, what, three days? Oh, it's going to be awful. But I can do it, and I need it so bad. I need to just try to unplug for just a little while. Alright, anything glowing? Are you glowing? No. Glowing. Alright, let's do it this way. You're gonna hear my phone going off in the background. It's just... craziness. Top heavy stubber ammo box. Okay. I didn't see you lighten up. Where the crap are you lighting up at? Oh, ooh. Can I get you? Too much. Let's try this. Yay! And under here, I bet. Nope. I can't. Alright, let's try this again. Multi-melta sponsons. What the dog poop? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I seen that I didn't do the things of this. I didn't see that. Yay! Rear lights. 0 of 2. Is this the front or the back? Okay. It's you, but I don't see where. Oh, well, hello. Smoke launchers and spare track wheels. Smoke launchers. Smoke launchers. You. Was it plural? Yep. So the other side. And spare track wheel. Spare track wheel. Oh, okay. Yay! Stowed ammo box. I like it when they light up because I don't know what this crap is. Stowed ammo box. Oh, okay, I see you up there. Oh, I see these things lighting up too down here. They were. Stowed rods? Maybe not. Stowed rods. Well, that's where I was. Fiddlesticks. Okay, and track wheels. Track wheels, track wheels. Come on now. Yay, we did it. Oh, I'm so happy. Look at all that hard work, y'all. Holy Pete. That was a lot. It was a long one too, wasn't it? Dominatus? Sweet. Okay, so we're done. And the next one we're going to do is Imperial Knight Paladin. Ooh, I'm excited. Anyways, thanks y'all for listening to me. And I'm sorry if I bored the crap out of you. But I appreciate you listening. And I'm so glad I got to vent a little bit. Anyways, sorry that it's so long also. But anyways, if y'all liked it, leave me a like. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. And I will see you all on the next one. Bye.